Raise your hand if you have seen his artwork before. One, only one, two, three. Okay, great. So we have 3 people who have seen his work before. Okay, so you can see his artwork. It's very colorful, sorry. And then he sometimes will also add some like cartoon characters to go with his pattern. This is one of his famous pattern. It's a lot of flowers. It's kind of repeating the flowers, but he kind of used different color for the flowers. This is the colorful one, kind of like a lot of rainbow color. This one is mostly bluish tone, purplish tone, okay? And this one, that's his original character in front of the pattern, okay? So this is called how he used the repetition in art. We actually use repetition a lot in art because it looks appealing to people's eyes. You can see a lot of repetition stuff in your life too. Do you guys know what this repetition means? Yeah, anyone want to try? Helena? Let me see where's the unmute. What is a repetition?
Repeatedly?
Yeah, so basically it's something keep repeating. Okay, I'm going to show you some artwork here, right? Do you guys know this artist? Anyone have seen this pumpkin with a lot of dots before? Raise your hand if you have seen this before. No? Okay, so this is from another contemporary art. Oh, actually 3, great. Okay, Jackie, you pretty much seen every artwork here, right? You can kind of raise hand on every single one. Or do you have question? Or just raising hand? Okay, all right. How about this? Raise your hand if you have seen this before. Okay, now I see more hands. Okay, so it's minions, right? It's probably, okay, I see all your guys' hand, great. Okay, so when something keep repeating, it kind of have like a huge impact on people because it looks strong. You'll see a lot of stuff keep repeating, okay? And then same thing as the other illustration right here. This one is Random Magritte. It's also one of the surrealism artists. He painted a lot. That's actually, he painted himself. And it's kind of like himself as the raining and then just like fill out the city, okay? There are also a lot of repetition stuff in our life. Like when you see the tree, there are a lot of leaves, right? Keep repeating. What else? When you see tall buildings, it has a lot of windows or keep repeating, right? Yeah, there are a lot of repeating stuff. So we're going to apply this to your artwork, okay? With digital art, with digital software, doesn't matter what software you use, application you use, there's always a tool, it's called duplicate. So we're going to, talk about that later, okay? So for now, one sec. Okay, wait, okay. So for now, I'm going to get started. So can you guys go to your iPad and then find the Procreate? What does it look like? It's this one, the black background with, where's my, oh, the black background. Mine's right here. The black background with this curvy line. This is a Procreate. All right, just click on it. Okay, when you click on your Procreate, you will go to the gallery. Okay, if you don't have the app, that's okay. You can take a look. Okay, you can draw on your sketchbook or anything. Okay. I still see some people raising your hand, so I'm going to unmute you. Alita, you have a question? Or you were just raising hand to, about the minion. Okay, if you don't have question, put your hand down. Do you guys know how to lower hand? I'm going to lower everyone's hand because I don't know who has the question, who doesn't know how to lower hand, okay? So if you do have question, you can raise your hand again. Okay, if you see I unmute you, you can unmute and talk. Okay.
So I'm just wondering, so I'm using the Procreate app.
Wait, is it my problem?
And I'm wondering, what should the canvas size be?
Oh, I'm going to talk about that. Thank you. Okay, so wait a little bit. I'm going to go through the step. Since we have a lot of people, I will be very slow. Okay, I will slow down each step. Okay, in the actual class, you actually will go a lot faster, but because we have a lot of people today, so I'm going to slow down a bit. Okay, so when you go to your gallery, we're going to create a digital canvas. Okay, how do you create a digital canvas? Top right corner, you can see a plus icon. Click on it. There are so many different sizes. What size should we use? That's a very good question. I would suggest to use paper size. Why paper size? Because that's the size of the printing paper. Okay, it's the size you usually see from the printer. So that's the letter size. Okay, Helena, I see it. Great. You're going to click on that rectangle box. Okay. All right. So click on the paper size, and then you will go to this digital canvas. Okay. Okay. All right. So now it's digital canvas. Okay. With this project, it doesn't matter you use portrait or landscape. You can use 2 fingers on the canvas to rotate it. Okay. It's like similar to the other app. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. Okay. Use 2 fingers. You have to use 2 fingers to do that. Okay. You can rotate. So with this project, you can do landscape. This is called a landscape. It's like a hot dog longer on this side, or you can do portrait like a hamburger longer on this side. Okay, any question, Ethan?
Can you repeat the canvas size thing?
The canvas size is going to be a paper size. Okay, when you click on the plus icon, you can go paper size. Madison?
I can't change my size.
Oh, you go to the gallery, click on the plus icon and then choose paper size.
I can't change my size.
What do you mean? We don't need to change size. You use whatever size you have. Okay, it really doesn't matter. You know, it's okay. It's okay if you use different size. Okay, I'm just suggesting using this size. So after you're done, you can print out. Okay, so just a small tour about the tools here. Okay, so basically, you can see the notes on the left. Okay, this, right now we go to the canvas, right? You can see the brush icon. This one is called brush. This is smudging tool. We don't need to worry about it today. The one next to it is eraser. This one is eraser. Okay, it looks like eraser. What is this? This is called layers. So it's digital. They are we can use a lot of layers for different stuff. I'm going to go details with that. Okay, and this is the color. This is where you choose the color. Okay, this is the brush size. So sometimes when you draw, when you use a brush and then you draw and then you feel like, oh, when I draw, there's nothing. It's either you accidentally use the white to draw, or this, if this go all the way to the bottom, this one is opacity. So if it's go all the way to the bottom, then when you draw, it doesn't work. Okay. All right. I think a lot of people say, oh, I cannot draw. Then I want you to check by yourself. Okay. Make sure this is all the way to the top. Okay. Now you guys can kind of just like scribble it, you know, just scribble, see if you can draw. Okay. You can use your fingers. You can use digital pen. You choose a brush first and then see if you can really draw. Okay. You draw, you know, just scribbles first. Okay. Now there's a very useful tool you can use, which is called undo. Okay. So what is undo? If you make something and then you don't like it, you want to go back to the last step, there's an undo button here. Okay. Another faster way, you can use 2 fingers, tap on the screen. Okay, so I scribble, I make some line and I don't like it. I just 2 fingers tap, I can go back to the last step. Okay, this is very useful. So whenever you accidentally make any mistake, just go undo. If you accidentally crop something, just undo. When you accidentally erase something, you undo. Okay, you just need to undo. Okay, one thing, be careful before we start, because that is very important. Okay, there's one case like you cannot undo is if you make some mistake, then you are like panic and then you accidentally click on gallery, then you cannot undo anymore. Okay, so for example, I made some line. You can see the undo button is still white, but if I click on the gallery, when I come back to the canvas, this become gray, so I cannot undo anymore. Okay, so if you make some mistake, don't panic. You just 2 fingers tap on the screen, then you can undo. Okay, don't click on the gallery. When you click on the gallery, we cannot help you anymore because it just cannot undo. Is that clear? Okay. All right. So we're going to make the year of tiger because this year is year of tiger, right? Diane, you have question?
So, where do we do this on? Like which app or something?
Procreate. You were late, right? You were late, right? So I cannot really help you right now, but I'll put the link on chat and then see if you can get it. If you cannot get it, that's okay. Okay. If you cannot get it, then you have to just watch it. You can draw on the piece of paper or something. Okay, so this year is year of tiger. So we're going to make a cute drawing, kind of using a lot of repeating elements. And then we're going to have a tiger in the middle, right? Because that's kind of like the most important elements to it. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you guys how to draw a circle. Okay, when you draw on the iPad, when you draw on the screen, you will feel like it's a little bit slippery. It's like actually kind of hard to make your line smooth, right? Your hand might be like a shaking or something. So now I want you to choose a brush, any brush. I'm just going to use inking. So when you click on the brush library, you will see a lot of different folder with different brush. You're going to select what kind of brush you want and then select the actual brush. Okay, so go ahead, you can choose a brush. Actually, I'm going to use Studio Pen. Okay, so you can go use Studio Pen. I think any brush here is fine as long as you don't use this one. This one, the texture is too strong. Okay, on the left side of my screen, I have the notes here. So if you don't get it, you can watch it again. Okay, so now I'm going to actually show you how to draw a circle. Okay, so when you draw the circle, another tool, let's change a little bit setting first. Okay, you can go to the pen you want to use. This tool is help you to smoothen your line. Okay, you just click on this and then click on streamline, just amount, just go higher. Okay, this will help you to make your line smoother already, but there's also a faster way to make a circle. Okay, so you can change the setting. If you get it, you can change the setting. Not necessary, but it's nice to have. Okay, Matt?
How did you get onto settings again?
You click on the brush. Okay, you click on the brush again, you can go to the brush studio. And then you can change the setting. Okay, someone said my screen is not sharing. If you can see my screen, please raise your hand if you can see my screen. Well, I think Arham, there's probably something going on with your computer. Just let me stop sharing and share screen again, because most of the people can see my screen. Okay, if you have question, just put it on chat. If you don't have question, then don't type random stuff. Otherwise, I don't see people's question. Okay. Okay, you can see now. Great. Okay, that must probably something is blocking it. Okay, now we're going to make the circle. Okay, so draw the circle. If your hand is shaking, maybe you can make an oval. You just need to make sure your line is going to come back to this line to make kind of oval shape. Once you're done, you hold it here. You can use another finger, tap on the screen, and then that will become the perfect circle. Okay, you draw an oval, hold it, tap on the screen, you can make a perfect circle. Okay, when you drag your right hand, you can change it, you can move it. Okay. Do you mean the link for the app? Yeah. Yeah, it's okay if you cannot get it, Diane. Okay, Ethan.
Do you know how, can you repeat the steps of making the
In a
circle?
circle, you draw an oval and then hold it. Don't leave out your pen. Just keep your pen on the screen and then hold it there. Then you get the oval, right? You can also click on top of the screen, add a shape, change it to circle. Okay, it's right here. Okay, but you gotta hold it first. Okay, so you draw it and then you hold it. On the top, you see the edit shape. You can add it and then choose circle.
Mine isn't there.
Oh, you're going to hold it. You know, when after you draw it, you don't lift out your hand. You kind of hold it there. You see on top of my screen, it shows ellipse created, right? And when I let go my hand, I lift up my hand, you see the edit shape. You click on edit shape. Oh, I cannot change to circle no more. I think I hold it too long. Okay, so usually just go faster, hold it. You can also use another finger, tap on the screen, you can get the circle. Okay. All right. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how to fill color. Sophia, you have question?
I can't like make the circle though.
You can make the circle. Okay, I'll show you guys another way if you don't get it. Okay, if you still cannot make a circle, let's use the selection tool. Let's don't draw, we just use the shape to make the shape. Okay, you go to the selection tool at the bottom, you will see the ellipse, right? At the bottom right, you will see an ellipse. Okay, you can see an ellipse, right? You click on that one. Okay, since we're making tiger, right? What color is the tiger? Orange. So you can go to the top right corner. Then yours probably look at this, right? Find the orange, click on any color here. Okay, you can click on any color here. And then you can click and drag, you can make a circle. Okay, and the bottom right here, you see the pen bucket tool. You can fill the color quickly. Okay, if you draw, when you're trying to draw the circle and it doesn't work, then just use the shape tool. Okay. Okay, let me show you guys again. Okay, let me show you guys again. So first of all, when I talk, you're trying to look at the screen so you don't miss anything. First of all, you choose this selection tool. Okay, it looks like a S. It looks like a S. Okay, you choose a selection tool. Second, you go to the bottom right, you choose the ellipse. Okay, you also need to turn on this. This is called the pen bucket tool. So you can fill the color. So whatever you selected, it will turn blue. Okay, whatever you selected, it will turn blue. So now I have the selection tool selected. I have ellipse selected. I have this pen bucket tool selected. And I also need to choose the color, right? So I choose the color and I click and drag on the screen. Click and drag. Okay, don't leave out your pen. Click and drag. If it doesn't work, try a couple times. You don't have to buy it, okay? You don't have to buy it, but that's the app I'm going to use. You can use the free app, okay? If you see any free drawing app you want to try it out, that's also fine, okay? The reason I'm using this app because this app have like very powerful tool, has a lot of function. A lot of tool can help you to make very nice work, okay? If you use like a free app like drawing for kids, usually you can coloring, it just doesn't look as nice as, you cannot do as detailed as this app, okay? So you don't have to buy it. You can also use the whatever drawing app you can see from the App Store, okay? Okay, so you just go to the selection tool, choose ellipse, you choose the color, and then choose the color fill. then you can try to make it like a circle. Okay, it's not perfect, but good enough. Yeah, you can also use IB's paint. The free version will have app. You need to watch the video before you continue. But you also can use the paid version, then there will be no app. Okay, no ads, no videos. Okay, all right, can I move on? All right, so once you get your circle, if you draw with the pen, for example, if I draw with the pen and I hold it, use another finger, click on it, and then I get the circle, right? How do I color in? You get the color on the top right corner, you can drop that in. Either way is fine. I show you 2 ways to make a circle. Okay, see which way work for you. If it still doesn't look like a circle, that's fine. Okay, oval is fine. It doesn't have to be perfect circle. Okay, all right. So now when you go to your layers, we're going to start making the tiger's face. Okay, we have the color here, and then we're going to start making the tiger's face. Okay, so you click on the layers. This 2 rectangle shape is called layers. When you click on the layers, you should have this layer selected. So it's blue. Okay, is it blue? Kind of blue. Yeah, okay. Now we're going to do one thing because we want to make sure when we paint the bottom part of the tiger, it stays inside the circle. Does that make sense? Okay, so how many want to do one thing first? Let's hide the background color. Okay, let's hide the background color. So when we paint the white, we can still see the white. Okay, you can hide the background layer, background color first. Okay, so we're going to do one thing and it's super cool. Then we kind of lock the shape. Whatever we paint will stay inside the shape. Okay, so you're going to design what your tiger look like, but then I'm going to show you the tool. Okay, you click on the layer. You click on the layer, you will see this alpha lock. Okay, you can click on alpha lock. There are 2 ways to do it. First way, you click on the layer 2 times. You will open this menu. You can do alpha lock, or you can 2 fingers on top of this layer and then swipe to the right. Okay, swipe to the right. Okay, swipe to the right, you can alpha lock. What it does is you can go lighter. Okay, now whatever I draw, it will stay inside the shape, for example. Okay, whatever I draw is always staying inside the shape. It won't go outside of the circle. Okay, so this is called the alpha lock. Okay, so you can kind of paint the bottom part white because you can look at the tiger. The bottom part of the face is white. Okay, again, before you start painting the white, you click on the layer and then choose alpha lock first. Okay. Okay, let me repeat again. So that's the circle, right? And you can click on the layer, and then choose alpha lock, or you can 2 fingers swipe to the right. When you alpha lock the layer, which means whatever you paint on the same layer is going to be within the shape you have on the layer. Okay, so you can see when you alpha lock, the background of this circle become a grid. Okay, now you alpha lock, we can kind of paint the bottom part white. You can do your design, but I'm just going to make the bottom part white. And then I'm going to just fill in the color. Okay, how do you fill the color again? You can click on it and then drop it. Okay, if it doesn't work, what do you do? If it doesn't work, you can go to like a bigger brush. For example, you can go to like painting brush and then just paint the bottom white. That is also fine. Okay, there are so many ways to do it. Okay, so I show you like different way. First of all, trace the outline, fill in the color, or you can use the paintbrush to paint over it. Okay. Madison, are you using Procreate? You answer me on the chat. Are you using Procreate? What do you mean kind of? What do you mean kind of? If you're using different app, I probably not sure what's your screen look like. What's your layout look like? Where are you, Madison? I don't see you. Where are you? Do you have your camera on? Kind of hard for me to find you. Oh, yeah, unless, or you can show me what your app look like so I know what you are using. I can help you find it. Okay, all right, let me show you again. Go to the layers, okay? Click on the layer, click on your circle, and then choose alpha lock. Okay, choose alpha lock, and then you can use the brush to draw the bottom part. Okay, you can just color it, or you can fill in the color. Okay, you can color it, or you can just fill in the color for the bottom half. Okay, does it have to be straight line? It's actually not going to be, not look like straight line, right? So you can kind of make it round a little bit. What brush am I using? I'm just using the painting brush. You can use the color fill, or you can use painting brush. How do you choose alpha lock? You click on the layer, and then you will see the alpha lock, and then just click on it. Okay, when you click on the layer, you have to click on this layer. Okay, so you click on here first, one click, second click, and then you can find this alpha lock. How do you fill color? Let me create a new layer. You don't need to do this part, okay? When you draw the shape, if it's complete shape, then you can fill color, okay? If you're fill color and then you see the color go everywhere, which is not complete shape. So if you want to fill color, you want to make sure the shape is complete, and then you can drag. You just click on the color on the top right corner, and then you can drag that in. I need to close the shape first, okay? Let me delete this one. Okay, I need to move on, okay? Okay, so now we can actually draw the face, right? So you can go to color. If you want to, actually there's like an eyebrow area. It's also kind of white, right? I can also try to make this kind of white. Any brush is fine. Okay, now I'm going to make the eye. What brush is actually up to you, okay? So you can draw the eye, right? I'm just going to keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple, but if you can draw more details, go for it, okay? And then you can try drawing the stripes on the head. Also, you can simplify it. Can do the simplify. If you can do more details, you can go for it, okay? So the stripe on the side of the face go kind of like a slanted also. The one on the forehead is kind of like have some horizontal ones and the vertical one. Okay, how about the nose? Going to put a nose. What color is the nose? It's actually pink, right? So you can change the color. Okay, I'm going to finish this part and I'll wait a little bit, see if anyone has question. But let me finish this part. So whoever already get it, they can get started. Okay, so we don't have them keep waiting. Okay, okay, can do the face, can do the mouth. Okay, I'm going to use the reference on the top right corner. I'm going to use this one. So I have the tongue sticking out. I use the, just put it here. Okay, now still missing the ear, but I'll show you guys that later. Okay. All right, so whoever gets it, you get started. You can work on the design of the tiger face. And if you have a question, I need to look at the chat right now. Looks like a lot of people. Alpha isn't working for me. Liana, can you hold out your iPad, show it to me? Can you raise your hand and then hold out your iPad, show it to me? Who are you? Liana. Okay. I pin your video. Can you hold out your iPad, show it to me? Click on your layers first before you show it to me. Turn on your layer window before you show it to me. Okay. When you want to show me your picture, you're going to turn on the layer so I can see what's going on. Jaden, where are you? Jaden, can you raise your hand? And then you also same thing. You turn on your camera, show me your picture first. Madison, what do you need help with? Jaden, I still don't see you. You need to raise your hand and turn on your camera so you'll go to the front page. Oh, camera doesn't work. And then how do I find you? If your camera doesn't work, then I probably cannot show you. I cannot see what's going on with why it's not working. So when you click on alpha log, your iPad died. I can't help you with that. Sorry. I can't help you with that. How do you choose the alpha lock? You click on the layer, you can find the alpha lock. Okay. How do you fill color? Here, let me hide this one. Let me make another one. Okay. You draw the shape. Okay. You click on this color circle on the top right corner, and then you drop that in. Then you can fill the color. Okay. Top right corner, just drag that in. You see how I drag that in? Can I drag it over? It's kind of like, you can use your finger to, oh, sorry, wrong one. It's like how you get this menu, right? You just click on that circle and then go to the place. Okay, anyone have questions? Ellie, you have questions?
Teacher, I don't have any art app and I can download that art app too.
You can download it?
Yes, I can.
How can I help you? Do you need help? Is your parent home? Maybe they can help you. No, you don't have any app? Do you have a piece of paper or a pencil? Yeah, you can draw on the piece of paper. That's also fine. It just doesn't have the tool with some function. But since you're already here, I think you can also draw a cartoon tiger with us. How about that? Okay, all right. How do you put the white part to it? So once you make the circle, right? And then you can use you can alpha lock, right? Alpha lock, you can draw the shape and then you also put the color in. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, you just draw the shape you want and then same thing, just drag the color in. The black stripe for the tiger. Black stripe, I kind of simplify it. You can see on the pattern. You can see the pattern on the tiger's face. It's kind of going horizontally and there's vertical one. There's like a small tiny one. So you can also do that, right? You can also do, oh, I see some are more like random shape. It's not like too perfect. I can add a little bit here. There's like a skinny one in the middle. And there are some smaller one here. I see the eye. I want to make it realistic. I can also make it realistic. I see the nostril of the tiger. I can add to it. Okay, I see the stripe on the face. I can add to it. Okay. Yeah, what's your question about alpha lock? Wait, who's asking about? Okay, I'm confused about which question go first. Does anyone still have question with alpha unlock? What's your question, Sophia? You can put on chat so I can take a look. Because I think, I don't know who is actually raising hand, which is like,
I wanted to
forgot.
ask you, can you turn it back to the cartoon where you couldn't on it, but then,
You want to draw the cartoon one?
yeah.
If mine doesn't look like cartoon?
No, I said this one, like,
Okay, you like this one better. Okay, yeah. So to me, I think the nose shape is kind of looks like a heart shape, right? So you can do triangle or you can just make like a heart. Take a closer look. Isn't that looks like just like a heart shape for the nose? Have these two bumps, and this is like a triangle pointed bottom. And there's a two nostril here. So it's kind of look like a heart shape to me. So you can do the heart shape. Okay, I'm going to, one thing very important, I'm going to show you a tool. If you accidentally make it too big or too small, or if you want to just move it around, you can go to this transform tool. You see the pointer on the, I think it's the left side, closer to the top. I mean, on the top of your screen, closer to the left, you'll find this pointer. When you click on it, you'll get this box. This is how you move the drawing around. Okay, you can rotate the head. You know, you can make your tiger upside down. Sorry if I make you guys dizzy. You can go to the blue corner. You can shrink down the size. You can go higher. You know, it's up to you. But one thing very important, you don't want to move it outside of the canvas. What happens is if you move it outside of the canvas, when you move it back, take a look. I lost the face. Okay, so that's very important. When you use Procreate, don't move the things outside of the canvas if not necessary. Okay, now if that happens, you just undo, right? 2 fingers tap on the screen, you can always undo. So you can move it anywhere you want, you just don't go outside of the canvas. Okay. Okay, I'm going to move on first. If you still have question, I'll come back to help you. Okay, so if you're done with the head, and then we're going to add the ears, okay? And I'm trying to draw, oh, it's black. I'm trying to draw this butterfly wings shape ears. You know, the shape kind of looks like butterfly's wings. And then it doesn't work. I'm trying to draw the ear, it doesn't work. Does anyone know why it doesn't work? Ooh, Isabel, you raise your hand very fast.
Because the back of it is black.
Because the back of it is black. Anyone has other answer? Helena, you want to try it?
Because you're still on the lock.
Yeah, that's right, Helena, you got it. So because I'm still on the alpha lock, okay? If I'm alpha lock, whatever I draw will inside this circle shape, right? Whatever I draw will stay inside the circle shape. So I have to unlock the alpha lock, then I can draw the ear. Oops, I accidentally lock it again, unlock, and then I can draw the ear. Okay, I'm going to make this butterfly shape for both sides. If you want to just make a semicircle, that's fine. And then I can choose a color. Okay. Now, if I want to, I have a question. If I want to color the ear, same color as my skin color, same as this orange, then what do I do? Does anyone know the answer? Wow, I see. Okay. You wanna try? Naila?
Yes, maybe there's a dropper tool. I don't know because I never used this website and they don't have it either. But most websites that I use, they have dropper tools. So maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, you never use it, but you remember the name. It's actually called Eyedropper Tool. So this rectangle here on the left side, when you click on it, then you can see there's like another bigger circle here. This is the eyedropper tool. So if I move it here, I can pick this color. So I can just quickly get the same color. Okay, so this is called the eyedropper tool. Okay, can write with the mouse, but this is the eyedropper tool. So if I want to get this pink and then color inside the ear, same thing. I just click on this tiny square and then just click on the click on the tiny square, go to the pink area, then I get the same pink and then I can color it. I'm just going to make it heart shape. I'm going to keep it simple. Okay. All right. Jackie, you have comment? Oh, hi.
Oh, no, ma'am. Sorry. I that was just hand for the eyedropper tool.
Oh, okay. That means lowers everyone's hand. Okay. Because I think a lot of them was a while ago. Sophia already answered your question. Jaden, do you still have question?
I don't have any more.
Okay, that means lower your hand. How about you, Shreya? You have question? Oh, where are you, Shreya? Hold on. Sorry, I think I accidentally clicked on something. Okay. Matt, you have question?
What was the eyedropper tool again? How do you get onto it? I was too busy making my lion.
It's a tiger. There's no lion this tool, like this this square. This is the eyedropper tool. You click on this. Can you guys see my annotation? You guys see the scribbles on my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's the eyedropper tool. You click on that one and then click on the color you want to choose. Then you get that color. You can see, you can look at my color. It's already changed. If I use the eyedropper tool, click on this and then change the color to orange.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but the last name is Leo. You have question? Is it yeah,
yes,
you.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question.
What's your
I don't know how to open the alpha lock because if I click on the layers, nothing happens.
You need to click on the layer one more time.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Okay. One more time. But
Yeah, one more time.
then nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Did you click
It
on the
just
tiger
goes
layer?
back.
Did you click on this
What?
layer?
Yes. I click on the
No, click on this. Not this, not here. Click on here. Do you see my scribbles?
Okay. And
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay. Anika, you have question?
No.
No. Okay. All right, great job. Okay. So now once you're done with the tiger, we're going to do like stuff in the background, right? You can do the flowers. You can also, since the Chinese New Year, you can do some lanterns. Okay. So let's just practice the same thing we learned earlier, right? You create a new layer, but this time we're trying to put different stuff on the different layer because later we're going to duplicate. We're going to make a bunch of copy to complete the repeating pattern on the background, okay? So first of all, you need to create a new layer. How do you create a new layer? Click on these two squares and then top right corner, you can create a new layer, okay? All right, now, for example, I'm going to make a lantern, okay? So I draw an oval, I fill in the color, I alpha lock, and then I go faster because I think most of you guys know how to do this already. I alpha lock, I draw those lines, and I unlock alpha lock, draw the top and the bottom. Okay, now I have a lantern, right? Is it too fast? Maybe. Okay, but I'm going to show you. We go into this elements. Right now you can see it's in front of the tiger, right? So layer is very important because the way you organize your layer is going to be effect on your picture. Okay, so if I want to put the lantern behind the tiger, what I'm going to do, just drag it down below the tiger. Now the lantern will be behind the tiger. So later I can duplicate and then I can, duplicate, I can rotate behind the tiger. Okay, so let me delete. Okay, once you're done with the tiger, you can start making the pattern behind it. First of all, I'm going to repeat what I just said. The first time I go really fast, so whoever already get it, they can get started. Okay, if you don't get it, I'm going to repeat it again. Okay, so once you're done with the tiger, you create a new layer, top right corner. Okay, if you have question, put it on the chat because I'm doing demonstration right now. Okay, so I will answer your question later. Okay, top right corner, click on the plus icon. You can create a new layer. Okay, this is how we create a new layer. Okay, now I want the pattern, whatever pattern you want. I want it to be behind the tiger. Okay, so you click on the layer for 2 seconds, or maybe actually only 1 second. Click on the layer for 1 second, and then you can see the layer gets bigger, right? That means you are ready to move your layer. You can drag it down below your tiger. Okay, you can down below your tiger. Okay, so now it's behind the tiger. Okay, now you can start making, you can make like a lantern, or you can make like those like money, or you can make a flower, or you can make clouds, anything you like. Okay, how do we make it? Same thing. You can choose a color. For example, lantern, I want it red. I want this time, actually, I want this type of lantern. So I kind of use the color I want to draw it, fill the color. Now I've seen some lines pattern I want to add to it. What do? I go to a layer, click on the layer alpha lock. So you just repeat the same step like how we did the tiger. Okay, and then you can, make the actual details with it. If I want to draw something not within the shape, not inside the shape, I need to make sure I unlock the alpha lock so I can continue with this. Okay. So this is a very useful tool, alpha lock, that can help you to lock the shape. Okay, lock the shape. Okay, I'm going to make it this. Okay, all right. There's one more step after this. One more tool I want to introduce today after this, but let me just give everyone 2 minutes. Okay. Sophia?
How do you duplicate?
Oh, that's the last step I'm going to show you. How about I show you guys first? Okay, so whoever ready, I know some of you already pretty much have been waiting, so I'm just going to show you. Okay, how do you duplicate? The reason we put the stuff on a different layer so we can duplicate. For example, I want to duplicate the lantern. So what I'm going to do is go to this layer, swipe to the left, then you can find this duplicate. Okay, once you duplicate, you see in your layers panel, you have 2 layers of lantern, but on your picture, you only have 1 because they are on top of, the second one is on top of the first one, so you don't see 2. So what you're going to do after you duplicate the layer, you're going to go to the moving tool. You can move it to the other side. You can rotate this. What if I want to change the color? What if I want to change the color? You can still change the color. I want it to be orange for this one. So I just use the orange. I can fill in the color. Okay. I want that yellow to be lighter. I can also fill in the color to make it lighter. Okay. So you can still change the color. Okay. So you can duplicate and change the color. Okay. So that's actually the second last step. The last step, you just need to have a nice background, be able to see your tiger, right? It could be black, it can be blue, it can be purple, like give it some contrast. Then if you want, you can add some fireworks in the background. For example, celebration, you can make some fireworks. I can give it like colorful fireworks, maybe the yellow fireworks. And what else? magenta, okay. So to give it some contrast, tiger, red, yellow, orange, those are the warmer color. Those are the color make you feel warm, right? That's kind of the color of the fire, the color of the sun. So make you feel warm. So if you want to give it some contrast to the background you can use cooler color. What are the cooler color? Anyone know the color, temperature? What are the cooler color? Anyone know? Dylan, you want to try? Where's Dylan? For some reason, it just disappeared. I see your hand, but then wait, Jackie, you have a comment?
Yeah, the cooler colors include things like green, purple, blue.
Hold on. Can you only say one? So give other people a chance. Okay, you said green and purple. Isabel, you want to try? There's one more. But thank you, Jackie. That was correct.
Blue.
Yeah, that's right. Blue. What else? There are actually more. Like if you be more specific, there are more color. It's cooler. I think I click on mute.
Gray.
Gray. That's a very interesting answer. Actually, gray doesn't have temperature because it doesn't have any hue in it. Okay, so in digital, especially digital, there are 3 elements of color. This is kind of more in details. If you actually take a digital art class, like a small group class with us later on, we'll go in more details about the color theory and also the composition, design, elements, a lot of detail. But basically digital, when you do color, there are 3 different elements. What's the hue? This is saturation, this is the brightness. Okay, we just use HSB, hue, saturation, brightness to decide the color, right? So when you say gray actually is super desaturated, has no hue in it. So I wouldn't say this is a cooler color. Okay, the cooler color, which means has to have the color. So magenta is also a cooler color. Okay, magenta is cooler color, turquoise, aqua, those are also cooler color. Okay. Yeah, but the background, you can use any color. If you want to keep it all warm, that's also fine. You can use the, darker brown. So you can use the darker color. You can also give it some contrast. Okay, it doesn't have to be color contrast. It can also be value contrast. Okay. All right. I think